Today?
I'm good. How are you, Wes?
I'm doing well. All right, so I'm seeing the broadcasts getting started, Facebook and YouTube. Cool. So we're live. My name is Wes Balmer. I'm Vice President of Customer Success here at Tailos, and I'm here with my friend.
Hi, I'm Peter Lee. I'm Head of Learning Development at the OMNI Group.
Peter, thank you so much for taking time to chat with me today. So I'm really excited to pick your brain. You and I have traveled all over Great Britain launching robots. I have some materials that we're going to go through. But before we get started, I'm just going to play the video of what the Tailos product is for any viewers that are watching.
Tailos is revolutionizing the commercial cleaning industry. Meet Rosie, the world's first housekeeping robot. Rosie improves the well-being of cleaning staff members by automating vacuuming, one of the most tedious tasks in commercial cleaning. Like a self-driving car, Rosie utilizes artificial intelligence and machine learning technology to autonomously operate in complex environments. Designed to withstand the rigors of daily industrial use, Rosie has more cleaning power than a standard upright vacuum. Rosie moves at more than twice the pace of consumer vacuuming robots like Roomba. Rosie is ready to use out of the box and is trusted by some of the top brands in the world like Hilton. Reach out to find out how Rosie can help you.
Cool. Thanks for watching that with me. So I prepared a couple of slides just to talk about the work that we've done together, Peter. Let me take you through some of these highlights. So again, my name is Wes Balmer. I'm Vice President of Customer Success at Tailos, and I'm here with my friend Peter. You want to introduce yourself again?
Yeah, so I'm Peter Lee, and I am Head of Learning and Development at the OMNI Group.
Fantastic. So we've launched products all around London. We've launched in Liverpool. This is at the Municipal Hotel. We've launched at the Hilton London Kensington. Very big group activities. And we've also launched at the Brooklands Hotel, as well as a couple of others that are in the queue. So far, since we've launched with the OMNI Group, we've cleaned 20,185 rooms. That has augmented 5,443 hours of labor savings. So that's a direct benefit that you're giving back to your team. In that time, we've cleaned 783,528 square feet of OMNI FM hotel floors that are being serviced by you as a provider. The way that we give this data to the team is in the dashboards. So we provide these utilization dashboards on a regular basis that give you context and insight into the operations as your team is using the product and getting very comfortable with the machine. During the training events and during the installations, we work hand in hand with the OMNI Group in order to give you operational intelligence. These are the key insights on where to use the machine, how we can get the best outcome with the machine, and how you can improve that on a regular basis. So now what I want to talk about is installing our products at your hotels, and this is a great way to hand it off to Peter. So with that, what's the secret to your success?
Planning. It's all about planning. And I think this is the thing, we work very closely with Tailos and with you as well, Wes, and, we work quite closely together. But it's about that implementation right from the beginning. So we need everybody's buy-in. So we need that collaboration and we need to build that network. So we have a very strict 2-week implementation plan that we work quite well with. So we're working with our software team, but we're not just going out and rolling it out. We're getting everybody involved from software. We're getting our general managers involved at the hotels, our exec head housekeepers. We're getting our regional managers involved. So we're getting the whole operations team involved from day one, and they're involved in those conversations, which is great because we're telling them what's coming, how it's going to work, and what that 2-week plan is. And we cover everything from making sure the equipment's arriving. Everybody knows that time frame. And then you have me and my team that will go in on, you know, the day that it launches officially. So I know you and your team and the software team go in to set it all up, and then in come my team, and we're kind of all buzzing. Our enthusiasm and optimism is up, and we're ready to go. And I think the great thing in that is we're already planning the training sessions in advance. So like from some of those pictures that everybody's seen, we get everybody together in the morning, and we introduce Rosie to the team, and we really make it a hands-on training session with them. And then from there, we're going off and doing one-to-one with them. So I know Wes, we did some, and we took one of my team members in Liverpool, and we first came across one of our room attendants who was Spanish, which was perfect. Yep. And it was great because we were able to communicate to them in Spanish, and they absolutely loved it because they realized that Henry had retired after 40 years. And they were looking forward to Henry's replacement, and it's had a great impact. But it's all about planning right from the beginning and having everybody buy into it.
I completely agree. It's really interesting, right? So that 2-week period is very similar in the United States. So a customer comes in, we get them through the onboarding process. Yep. That gives us enough time to check all of the boxes, to get the Wi-Fi secured, to get all of the shipments arranged, make sure that the product is arriving in time. And it's all working towards that kickoff day when we're actually launching the product with the team. We want that day to go off extremely successful without any hiccups. And it's planning is at the center of all of that. So you said something about the Henry, and for the US audience, it's actually a pretty good product. I wish I had a picture of it. It's a little carry vacuum with a canister, and it has a nose in the middle with 2 eyes on the front of it. And it's called the Henry Hoover. It's a very popular product across the pond. So what are some of the challenges that we're solving with bringing our robot in to replace the Henry?
I think, as you saw from the figures there, we're giving that 5,443 hours back to the team. And, you know, housekeeping is a very manual labor job. And that last step is that hoovering process. And sometimes when you're using Henry, and, you know, Henry's has had a rough day and his nozzles are not working, or, you know, you're fighting between room attendants to get a Hoover, you're actually saving time using Rosie because they've all got their own. You know, and they're able to clean the bedroom as they would normally. And then as they go off to the bathroom, they can start using Rosie for her to go around and start vacuuming and cleaning the room. So by the time they finished, they come out of the room, one final check, and they're into the next room. So it's saving them time. And it's reducing the amount of kind of, you know, back injuries and muscular injuries you're having, because they're not having to bend and twist and turn as they would normally when using poor Henry. So as we've kindly said to them, Henry's retired after 42 years. I think he's cleaned enough rooms. They're all excited to see how it works. And we're finding that with the team using it, they're becoming a lot more productive, you know, and they're just enjoying it because they can just carry on with what they need to do, which is cleaning and the standards, and not worry so much about the hoovering because that's taken care of by the robotics.
Yeah. And, you know, when we're looking at the vision of what our product delivers, we're seeing that the benefits are not only that we're saving time, but that the room is cleaner because you're giving a little bit of time back to the housekeeper so that they can focus on the sconces, they can focus on the bathrooms, and that elevates guest satisfaction scores. So I'm happy to hear that that's the same for you.
Yeah, and it's great because where you're rushing around to do everything in one room and you've only got a certain amount of time, but saving that time with Rosie is perfect because, as you say, they've got more time to do what they need to do. And we've seen the standard of the carpets in the rooms, they're coming back as if they were new again, because, you know, they're picking up a lot of kind of debris and stuff that Henry wouldn't normally pick up. So yeah, so it's perfect for us.
That's awesome. So I know that right now we're talking about the implementation. I have a team in the US that helps support me for the installations. Can you tell me a little bit about your team in the UK?
Yeah, so as I said before, we've got kind of the operations and the software team that deal with that run up to the launch day. And then what will happen is I've got a team here that actually will go out on day one, where we've planned the training, and we'll make sure that we have all of the necessary equipment for each room attendant. And we will walk them through how to use Rosie, from changing the bag to opening and closing, you know, to checking the rollers. you know, and the day-to-day maintenance in the morning. We take them through everything they need to know, but it's very hands-on. And I think that's the key for the training. And what we do with the team is that hands-on training. Then we send them off to their rooms, and then we go around and our team will take them the batteries, and Rosie will do that one-on-one with them. And then we remove their hoovers away from them. And the team won't only just spend one day, we'll spend 3 to 4 days with the team. So we're there supporting them on site for the 3-4 days, just to make sure that the guys are comfortable using it, how they're using it. We'll check back on them if they have any questions or problems. And then we train the head housekeeper and the supervisors so they can carry on that support after we leave. But with the team here, it's great because we're seeing the change from day one of I'm not too sure, so actually I can't live without it anymore.
That's amazing. So when a lot of team members or a lot of our housekeeping supervisors or leadership think about how am I going to implement robotics into my operations, it sounds like there's this really uphill battle of technical difficulty. How has that been with implementing the Tailos robot vacuum?
For us, it's very straightforward. It's not as complicated as people think. You know, with the Tailos system, it's a very simple of putting the battery in, turning it on, letting it start up, and then when you're ready, just push the play and off it goes. So it's very straightforward. You know, when there are any technical issues, it's very quick to get hold of someone and get the matter resolved. So, you know, that's perfect for us. But there is always an issue when it comes to that change and implementation. People don't like to change, and they're like, I've worked with Henry for all this time. I don't want to give Henry up. But once they start using it and seeing how simple it is, and I think everybody's scared of change. Everybody's scared of how that implementation is going to work. But once they start seeing it, they're like, actually, it's more straightforward than we thought.
Yeah. You know, I think what I want to make sure, because you're helping me out massively right now talking about the product. From your perspective, what can we do to help you more?
Make Rosie speak.
Speak? Is that the feature request?
Yeah, some have asked if it can talk. I don't know why, but they want it to talk. But I think for us, like, the reporting is great as well. But I think the support we get is second to none. Because we have that relationship working so well. And I mean that from our side here at OMNI, is that the partnership we have has worked so well. We're working closely together, but it's got to be having that plan in place before you implement it, getting that buy-in from the beginning, and whether that's bringing, you know, you guys on board during that kind of initial conversations. Because one of the biggest things when we're speaking to the ops team and we're speaking to the housekeepers and everybody else, it's very much of, how's this going to impact my operations on the day? And, you know, we're all busy, we're all cleaning rooms, hotels are busy. And I think once they start realizing, actually, it's not going to impact that much, it's very straightforward, then it's kind of relieved a bit. But I think the support we get from you guys at the moment is, I can't think of anything now, but
that's amazing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about some of the features that are coming up in our most recent release, but I'm also going to invite anybody that's watching the live stream to ask us questions. Again, my name is Wes Balmer. I'm Vice President of Customer Success at Tailos, and I'm here with my friend.
Yeah, I'm Peter Lee, and I'm Head of Learning Development at the OMNI Group.
So we're going to transition over into a live questions and answers section of the video. If you have any questions for myself or for Peter, go ahead and type that into the chat box. But now I'm going to transfer over and talk about Software 2.0, because this is even more support that we're going to deliver to you. One moment, please. Thanks for watching that with me, Peter. So I'm going to open it up for questions and answers. I haven't seen anything come into the chat yet, but one of the things that I'm really excited about giving you as a tool so you can make this implementation process even easier and see even higher rates of efficiency is that spot cleaning mode. So spot cleaning mode is a really good tool for housekeepers to take into a crowded stayover room with debris on the floor, with shoes, maybe there's clothing, and target a very specific area. By pressing that spot cleaning mode, they can just clean that 2 meter square space and then move on to the next room.
Perfect. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a cool feature, and we're getting that update pushed out to all the robots now. I don't see any questions coming in, so I think I'm good wrapping it up a little bit early, Peter. I want to start a regular cadence of this. The title of this show, I think, is The Critical Path. Implementing technology is very challenging in terms of getting the housekeeping operations to change. And so we'll work together to make that path as narrow as possible so that everyone's able to follow that and make it easy for the implementation process. Is there anything else that you wanted to add before we move on?
No, I just think when you come into implementation, give yourself a good 2 weeks, plan it properly, collaborate with everybody, but also take that passion and enthusiasm to the team, let them know what's coming and how it's going to impact them in a positive way. And then on implementation day, just go full force.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Peter, for your time. I'll talk to you